any type of blueprint handed over to Bosnia in how they can take care of the U.S. in the round of 32? I see you shaking your head, Greg. I'm just throwing it out there again because I realize 9 changes to the 11.
Bosnia can't play a game that Turkey played. They can't do it. They have to be compact. They have to be organized. So if there's any blueprint for any team, it would be, if we have the athletes, if we have the soccer players, and we open it up against U.S. The transition moments weren't great yesterday. The game got too opened. And if you're playing against a really good opponent, you're in trouble when the game gets like that. But Bosnia, they won't play like that. It will be very organized, very compact, and that's how they're going to approach the game.
Bosnia is a physical team, but in terms of pure athleticism, we're at a level way above them. And I think that's going to show in a few different ways. I really think in the center of the field, in the midfield, we'll have a real advantage and how we utilize that. And then I think when you look at our first 2 games, we keep talking about the movements that we had in the wide areas, the combination play between 2 and 3 players, and the ability to then run players into those half spaces. I think that's going to be difficult for them. And then they're going to be left to defend and be compact, try to get something on the counter, and take advantage of their set pieces. That's a real strength for them.
Any lessons learned last night, Bruce, for the U.S. and Pochettino and his staff?
I don't think so. But besides the fact that you need to respect every opponent, we went in this group play, we were prepared for each and every game. And I think you can't overlook Bosnia and be thinking about the round of 16. You got to respect your opponent. And if you're not fully concentrated over 90 minutes, you can lose the game. And I think that was the case last night. I think the game against Bosnia is going to have some similarities to this game against Turkey. So our team just has to be ready to go. And naturally, they'll be ready. They'll have a fantastic crowd in Santa Clara. And we have every advantage you could ask for. So our team has to step on the field and be ready to play, and they will be. And I'm very confident they're going to walk off that field with the victory.
I'd agree with all that. Bosnia, when you give them credit, even in the way they got into the World Cup, it's a proud nation, and they know on the field how to stick together, and if they have to suffer, how to deal with that. The last match was against Italy. They ended up advancing in penalties, and they found a way into the World Cup. Now they fight their way through the group. Again, they had to come back from a poor second game against Switzerland, and then they get the result against Qatar, and they will be excited, and the pride that we saw in Turkey, that will be the same level pride from Bosnia. And they will be prepared in those ways. But I still feel that the positive things we've seen from our team, and we keep saying we're a very athletic team, and the way we put teams under pressure and push games, I also feel that that's going to be very difficult for Bosnia.
Yeah, the only thing I'd also say for Bosnia, they've already played a host country. They played Canada in the opening game, and they hung in there. Yeah, so, they're going to be mentally ready to play this game.
And it's a knockout game, right? And it's a knockout game, so it's really just about advancing. And they can make the game as ugly as they need to make it. They're basically, as soon as the game starts, it's a countdown to get to the end of the game, right? Tied or ahead for them. They'll be in a low block. They'll be defending with their lives. I don't think they have the speed on the counterattack. Maybe in the beginning of the game, as the game goes, I don't think they'll have enough speed in counterattack to really hurt us, especially with Anthony and Chris Richards and Freeman in the back. So I think we'll be in good. We have to be patient. We have to pick our moments and try to create pressure on them.
Their wide attackers, Alibegovic and Baratarovic, those are slightly different challenges for Freeman